One of the biggest factors if trying to reduce waste when making a meal would be to reduce transport, not making an unnecessary trip to purchase one's ingredients. As for this day, I'd already bused to John Abbott for my classes and used my break to go to the Mac market and purchase my ingredients. Purchasing from local markets reduces the carbon emissions that would otherwise be present were you to have purchased imported foods. Seeing as I don't typically buy groceries, I don't know the general price for all the foods I bought. However, given that Mac Market offers a student discount, I assumed I saved a few dollars as well. And by shopping locally, you keep money circulating in your own town, which helps sustain local producers and also create jobs. I'd also decided to give myself an additional challenge of using exclusively the ingredients from the Mac Market food basket to make my meal. A perfectly edible squash, even though it might look a little unappealing. This squash probably wouldn't even make it to the shelves of a grocery market, considering 70% don't make it for mostly aesthetic reasons. Cherry tomatoes, San Marzanos, onions, garlic, jalapeno, thyme, and every other ingredient that's in my fridge and currently being used by my family. Here's what my family made the next night. Seeing as the main point of this project is to reduce food waste, it would have been really ironic if I didn't end up using those ingredients. And a majority of food waste actually takes place in households. 15 to 25% on average of food is wasted. Cut the spaghetti squash in half. Then remove all the insides, coat it with olive oil, salt, pepper, and prepare to put it in the oven. While it's in the oven, prepare everything else. Onions, chopped. Tomatoes, diced. Cherry tomatoes in thirds, half, or quarters, depending on size. Struggle for 5 minutes to take out 4 cloves of garlic. Jalapenos, chopped. Turn on your stovetop and add olive oil to the pan while it heats up. Make sure to use all the leftover olive oil from the bowl you were using to coat the squash. Reduce waste as much as possible. Add the onions. Keep asking your sister if that's enough onions, and then keep adding more every time she tells you it isn't. Let them be clear, and then add the diced tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, the jalapenos, and crush the cloves of garlic into the pan. Add the thyme. Leave the top on until it becomes too liquidy, then take it off so that some of the liquid can evaporate. Ask your mom if she thinks the squash is ready after 35 minutes. Ignore her advice and take it out 5 minutes later. Dig and pull into the squash to create the spaghetti-looking strands. Keep burning your hand over and over. Try using a towel. Try using a glove. Just go back to using your hand and shaking it every now and then because it's getting really hot. Now that you're done everything, put the spaghetti squash into a bowl and put the sauce into another so that it doesn't get soggy in the days that you're waiting to serve it to the class. Save yourself a miniature bowl of the squash and the sauce so you could try it. Finish the whole bowl. Make another miniature bowl. Finish the whole thing.